Hello again, folks. I'm going to do another transparency video similar to what I did with the third going through Reddit reports, but instead this time I'm actually going to look through Modmail to show people a bit about what that's like. So those not familiar with moderator tools, there's this little badge here that'll appear next to your other icons if you're a moderator. Instead of going to the queue to look for reports, I would click Modmail, and that would pull up what's here. So I haven't read some of these I just glanced at, and we're just going to go through them in the order that they appear. And if we need to make reference to, because usually when we get mod mail, it's from people who got a ban, like this guy, we'll look at that and see why they're complaining. Some people have wondered in the past if appeals ever get undone and stuff, and like why they often don't, and I mean, you can kind of see in some of the replies we get why they don't. So this guy said, accurately describing someone's perspective as stated is not uncharitable. If someone says white people are fundamentally superior to black people, then saying the person in question is racist is as charitable as it is possible to be. So obviously there's some interesting context there that would help explain why they said that. So let's look at the strike I gave them. Okay, I think it is this one. No. This guy actually got reported, but I did not agree with the report. And instead I gave I think Eggy might have been the one who filed the report. I'm not sure. So here's my reply. If you use this, you can trace it to what I'm saying. Alright, here it is. So it's because you share her transphobia, not that complex. Now I looked at these. It was not clear to me that this person has some of these transphobia. Someone's transphobia. It just seemed to me like they were assuming ill intent. Like the reason someone's taking this side of a discussion is because they're transphobic, and not because, say, they just happen to have that opinion. So that's simply why it is. And rather than maybe try to realize that, Eggy has doubled down. So, I mean, Eggy's probably going to get 2 and 3 strikes at some point. I'm not sure, but we'll see. So anyway, go to the next one. What the fuck is the principle of charity? It's obvious bigotry. I'm not a goddamn ideology, I'm a person. So clearly this person didn't even read the rules. They're not familiar with this place, so I'm not surprised that they seem so confused. They also seem pretty abrasive. Let's take a look at the strike. Go ahead and delete this one. Sounds like bigotry to me, downvoted. Responding to this person. This has been an extremely controversial post. And so, calling them a bigot, similar thing. It's like, clearly, if you're assuming someone's a bigot because of a video. Now, I have not watched this video, even though it apparently gotten a lot of attention. There's been a lot of reports filed against it. I have approved it every time, just because I don't see what the issue is, but it's been reported 9 times. One of the most reported posts I think we've ever had. But I did look at the submission statement by the OP. And here he basically makes a point. You have a responsibility to be empathetic and understanding towards trans people. That is exactly the point of this video. So I haven't watched the video, but like, I don't know why he would say that if the goal of the video is the opposite. So, no, I assume it's not because of bigotry, and this person replying was just trigger happy. So, yeah, that person isn't going to get the strike removed. I will copy this part. Read the rules on our sidebar, and it will be clearer. There. And we'll see if they ever say anything. Okay, next. Alright, so this one... Someone said, "Did you notice 'Kill Yourself Please' is his name? Was a play on words, not a personal attack." So, it's this one. Alright, so this guy's name is Kill Yourself Please. And this person said, "Do us all a favor and kill yourself, please." Yeah, and, I mean, I don't care if it's his username. Like, you can't use someone's username as a personal attack and then say, "Well, I was just saying their username. It's not a personal attack." That doesn't make any sense. Like, I'll give an example. This person has actually been banned. This guy, yeah. So he got 3 strikes. See, his name here is of little to no value. You do not believe how many other strikes he generated just by having that name, and people saying things like username checks out. They're like, "Oh, no value at all," right? Like, even if it's in their name, if you use it as a personal attack, it violates Rule 1. I don't care that they thought it would be a funny username. If you're using it not to be funny and to be mean and uncivil and fly in the face of the subreddit, you're getting a strike. So this guy's not getting out of it, and I'm gonna tell him that. So that doesn't make it not a personal attack. It just made him an easy target, I guess. Don't do it again. I feel like a lot of these are just common sense. So it's weird that people have to come up with these contrived justifications. Okay, oh, let me go back to the Modmail. Okay, so this person responded this morning. So I gave them a second strike to sound hearing, so let's look him up. Alright. So I'll go ahead and pull it up. And let's look what he said. Calling someone's post TDS Mad Libs is a personal insult. Got it. You're protecting the fragile. What a hero. I was insulted and called all kinds of vile things in that thread, and the mods did nothing. Great job cherry picking and how you enforce your silly little game show. So let's look at what he said, right? It's TDS Mad Libs. Again, saying someone has Trump derangement syndrome or something like that. I mean, I think the deranged part is very clearly like an insult. It's almost always used as an insult. You can talk about it as a general phenomenon. Like, there are a lot of people on the left with Trump derangement syndrome. But if you're actually going to take the effort of engaging in a conversation with someone in the subreddit, which again is the point, it's a collection of people willing to open rational dialogue spanning a variety of issues from politics to philosophy. If we have anything in common, is we have a willingness to have civil conversations. So, if you're going to do that, then there's no point in telling someone that they have Trump derangement syndrome or that they're deranged in any way, unless you just want to, break our rules and get in trouble, which this person did. So I'll just go ahead and tell him, you could have very easily reported folks that you thought were breaking the rules. Rather often, I respond simply to what was reported. I have to notice something in order to act on it. Again, common sense. But I'm going to add more. Given that you don't seem to care about the civil or we'll say the goal of civility, even a little, I'm guessing 3 strikes are wasted on you, and am upgrading this to a permanent ban. Okay, so is there an easy way to do it from the Modmail? I don't think so. So here's what I will do. I will just go to Mod Tools. I said I don't know all the tools, but if I go to the banned list, I was being buggy. There are definitely people banned in the subreddit. Let me refresh the tab. I don't like new Reddit. It's very buggy like that. It has more tools and things for like specific actions, but it is extremely buggy compared to old Reddit. I only use new Reddit because I'm a mod. Okay, see, we have him now. Where did he go? Looking for him. Wait, what was his name again? It was sound hearing. Oh yeah, okay. And this is his second strike as well, so it's not like he hasn't had one already. So he's very clearly not learning, and people aren't learning. There's no point in doing that. So sound hearing. Where is he? Okay, well that makes it easier. So edit, and I'm just gonna make it permanent. There's no point. He's clearly given up, so I'm giving it up on him. You know, words to the wise. If you give up on authority figures, they just might agree with you. So keep that in mind. You know, whether it's here or in life. You do not, like if you're interacting with a policeman, which is even, would be even worse. You do not want that policeman to give up on you. So don't help them realize that. Anyway. Alright, next one. Alright, is there anyone else I didn't get? I feel like I missed one. Oh yeah, this guy. Woodrow. So this is a guy, I literally just banned him moments ago. It's our most recent one, and I actually need to mark this as permanent, but I'm also giving up on him. I've just seen the way he talks to folks, and here, again, it's the same thing. Guy's saying that number of transgender people have exploded exponentially in the UK. He says, source? Which realistically, is this, who asks a question like that? Source? Why don't you ask, why do you think that? Or what do you mean by exploded exponentially? Invite them to a conversation. You can challenge them without being, like, obtuse about it, which is what this is. Source? No. I mean, nobody ever asks this question seriously. So this guy says, my eyes. Which, you know, that could be a source. So he said, i.e. your ass. And I went ahead and just said, I didn't even phrase it as a strike. I just said, he broke the trolling, brigading, bad faith content. And he's just, it's nothing but passive-aggressive remarks with this guy. So I gave up on him. There's no point in giving him strikes. Strikes are for people who might be able to learn. And some people make it to 3. And, you know, anyone who made it to 3, you could well say, should have just banned him outright in the first place. And I've been more willing just to ban people outright because I have learned that there are people who will give us signs that they're going to get to strike 3, and there's no point in just waiting that long and continually letting them breed cancer in the subreddit. So that's what it is. So, and I'm going to tell them that. It should be common sense how your ass is a trolling or bad faith response. Your obtuseness here and general combativeness with seemingly everyone just makes it clear that we'll say you're not here for the purpose of the sub. Yeah. And that's it. So it's possible I've gotten some replies. I don't know. I don't think so. It could be new Reddit being glitchy again. Sometimes if you want to see a notification on new Reddit, you actually have to refresh your tab. So let's see. Now, there have not been any replies. So those are the ones that I needed to respond to. We can always look back at some of these. Here's actually an example of a guy who got a ban overturned successfully, just so people can have an example of that. So this was 4 days ago. He said, "Why did I get a strike?" I told him I had replied to it, and I went and I looked back at it. He had explained it here, and so I went back and looked at it, and I could see where he was coming from. And so I thought I made a mistake, and I told him, I agree, I disagree with the initial report, the ban is lifted, and the strike is deleted, and he's no longer in this list. And you can even see here that the Modmail shows it, that I unbanned them. It even has a timestamp. Look at that. We live in the future. Anyway, yeah, so that's Modmail. And just please share your comments in the Reddit post that I'm about to make.